In her first interview with CNN, Vice President Kamala Harris has said that she thinks, should she be elected, that she would appoint a Republican to at least one cabinet position in her cabinet. Now, this is a common practice. Now, Joe Biden did not, and Donald Trump did not appoint a Republican to their cabinets, respectively. But it is a common thing. A lot of presidents do appoint at least one member of the opposite party to a cabinet position. Now, why would they do that? Well, it's in part for doing bipartisanship. So you are showing an olive branch that you're willing to work with the other party. And on top of that, you bring in a differing of ideas. So if you have a leading Republican, if you're a Democrat, and you have a Republican on your cabinet, you have an idea of where they stand on issues. So when you do approach them with an idea, you might be able to get them on board for some of your policy ideas and get a bipartisan option going. And usually, though, when they do appoint a cabinet position of the opposite party, it's one of the lower cabinet positions. It would be very unusual to see a Democrat appoint like a Republican Secretary of State or Attorney General or something like that. But some of the lower secretaries, it is entirely possible. And we don't know how many members of her cabinet Kamala Harris would keep over from the Biden administration. I'm sure there are some that she would continue in their roles. However, I'm thinking there are going to be some that are probably going to be replaced. Attorney General Merrick Garland comes to mind. I think he will be replaced with a different Attorney General. I think Pete Buttigieg may no longer be Transportation Secretary. I think he may stay in the cabinet, but he may be appointed to a different position. And we will see how all that fleshes out with who she appoints where in her cabinet. And I have no idea who that Republican that she could potentially appoint would be. And we would have to see who she chooses. Obviously, probably would not be a MAGA Republican. It would be one of the more moderate Republicans, and probably somebody that is rather well known throughout the United States. So we will see what happens, but she has said she's at least open to that idea, and again, working across the aisle and being a president for the entire country, not just her own party.